Hey everybody, I am in Vermont on the side of a mountain in a forest. Yep, that's where I am right now. And I'm having a lot of fun hiking and vacationing with my wife. I just got finished shooting an ambient guitar meditation with this little guy and this bigger guy, the Boss GT1000. I hope it turns out and that I'll be able to share it with you. Real quick on this video, I'd like to share with you also some ways that I generate income here on Chords of Orion. I get questions all the time. Bill, you must be rich to buy all the pedals. How are you getting all the equipment? Somebody must be paying you. How are you getting paid? Etc., etc. So I thought I'd share some of those ways in case you're interested in maybe having whatever you're doing generate some revenue. All right, so let's get to work. Number one, YouTube. Yep, YouTube. YouTube, as you may know, pays a creator such as myself a percentage of the revenue generated from every ad that is displayed on the channel. So that's probably revenue source number one. That's my biggest revenue source. By the way, all the revenue I'm going to talk about for me is just a part-time job, okay? It's not massive quantities of money. I couldn't quit my day job, all right? Just want to clear that up. So YouTube's number one, and it's great. I love sharing on YouTube, and I also really appreciate the revenue that's generated off of these videos. All right, number two is Amazon. Yes, Amazon. And you'll probably see this with a lot of creators here on YouTube. We use Amazon affiliate links. And so if you know how that works, we may recommend a product or gear or something like that. Provide a link to Amazon. If you shop there and buy it, then a little commission comes our way, right? So that's also some revenue being generated. Cool, okay. Number three is BandCamp. Yes, BandCamp. People actually still like to download music. So whenever I release an album, I upload it to BandCamp, and then people will purchase the downloads. Pretty straightforward. It's probably tailed off in the last couple of years, but it's still, kind of chugs along. Not bad. Another way that I generate revenue with what I do is streaming revenue. All right, so how does that work? Basically, every album that I create, I upload to all of the streaming services. That would be Spotify, Apple iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play. Pick your streaming service of choice. And in order to do that, you have to use what's called a content aggregator. In my case, I use CD Baby. So I give them my tracks, and they take care of distributing it to all the streaming services. And then there's a very small, very, very small royalty that's paid every time someone plays a song on any of those streaming services. And for me, a few years ago, it was hardly anything, the streaming revenue. It was, I don't know, $20 a year maybe. It really was truly insignificant. But in the last couple of years, streaming has become extremely, popular and has had a lot of growth. So actually, the revenue from that's become a little bit more significant. Still, YouTube is my number one revenue generating piece at this point. So those are the major ways that I'm generating some revenue from my Chords of Orion activities at this point. And while it's not enough to pay my mortgage and feed my family and pay all the bills, it is enough to help buy some equipment, so that's really cool. In addition to that, I do have a relationship that I've built with several pedal companies, and they've been very, very kind, very, very kind enough to send me pedals upon occasion, which is I really, really appreciate. And it's been a lot of fun having the opportunity to check out a lot of pedals. Hope this little inside view is helpful, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to Chords of Orion. I've got ambient guitar related content coming every week, and I mentioned streaming music, so I'll put a link to, in particular, Spotify, in case you're a Spotify user. As always, I'll see all of you on the next video.